Sehlhorst Equipment Services, family-owned business that my father started. My father, Dan, started in 1985. Typical story, started out with a dump truck, backhoe, a bulldozer, doing residential work, a little bit of commercial work here and there. And as we got more experience under our belts, our clients asked us to do more, and we grew with our clients' needs, all the way up to major retail, commercial site work. Demolition work is a small portion of what we do, to where we are today, which is a full-service site preparation contractor. We'll contract on this site we're sitting on, for example, Rumpke Truck Maintenance Facility. We're doing everything outside the building. All the underground utilities, dirt work, finish grading, curbs, pavement. Our relationship with Columbus Equipment Company started almost immediately when my dad went in business back in 1985. Our first two pieces of tracked equipment were a D37 dozer and a D53S tracked loader. So starting in 1985, we began our relationship with Columbus Equipment, and it continues to this day. They're our primary heavy equipment supplier. I'd say 60% of our fleet is Komatsu equipment. Probably 15 excavators, half a dozen bulldozers, going all the way back. Some of the machines have 12,000 hours on them, and they're still running strong on the job sites. We have had no major failures with our Komatsu equipment. That's why pretty much every time we need a new excavator, it's call up our salesman Fred Wall and get the order complete so we can get out working. But they've been tremendous with support and representing the Komatsu brand ever since we started working with them. So the IMC technology that Komatsu introduced has been tremendously beneficial for our line of work, the excavating work. We've been retrofitting TopCon GPS technology on our machinery for probably over 10 years now. And that jump in technology was extremely effective. Having grade in front of you all the time and having grade control in front of you all the time. But since the introduction of IMC technology, it took it to another level. Our 61, for example, is our primary finish grade machine. And our main operator, Steve Osfeld, has probably put 90% of the hours on that machine so far. He's in it almost every day. And the difference between the retrofit TopCon technology and the IMC is how the operator interacts with every cut. The IMC technology makes it effortless. He puts it in auto mode, and it's pass after pass, cut after cut, until he's down to finish grade. Whether he's hogging blade loads of dirt or making the final pass to crumb the finished grade, he's always in auto mode. And the IMC with the load sensing hydraulics makes him productive with every pass. With the retrofit technology, you're switching in and out of auto all the time, and it's a little more, it takes a lot more input from the operator and a lot more concentration from the operator to get the same productivity as you do with IMC technology. I personally was grading a new roadway on a project. So I was grading with both machines, the D41 dozer with retrofit technology, and then with our 61. And to give an example of the difference, with the older D41, you're always switching in and out of auto, and it takes a lot of concentration if you get into a cut to switch out of auto and then switch back in to automatic mode when you're back closer to grade. And that's compounded by all the manholes and structures you're weaving in and out of going down the road, trying to avoid hitting those while flipping in and out of auto. And then when I got into the 61, you flip it in auto automatically, and you can weave around obstacles, and the grade, the machine control technology is out of your mind essentially. The dozer is finding grade when you're close and taking a heavy cut or reducing the blade load when there's too much earth to cut, and you just always maintain forward progress, and you know you're on grade, and you can weave around obstacles and steer the machine more effectively. That's the major difference from an operator's point of view. So from a business operating standpoint, the IMC technology tremendously improves our finish grading efficiency. I mean, every pass, from when you strip the topsoil to your finished cut, you're working toward the finished product with every pass. There's no backtracking, no pushing dirt where it shouldn't be, no undercutting and having to recompact if you get too low. And like I said, with the IMC technology, that dozer is pushing the maximum amount of cut with every pass. I feel like our operators, when they're sitting in an IMC machine, are about 99% productive when they're cutting grade to a finished product. IMC technology has definitely led us to more efficiency in our earthwork operations and more productivity, more profitability. The recent addition of the 360i excavator has been eye-opening. I was a little apprehensive about how the semi-automatic mode was going to work in an excavator. We purchased that machine specifically for a concrete-lined trench we had to excavate. It was a trapezoidal-shaped trench, 2 sloped sides and a flat bottom, and it all had to be graded from the side. So we purchased that 360i machine along with a smooth lip ditching bucket, and we were putting 500 feet of trench on grade per day. That's rough excavation and placement of an aggregate base prior to the concrete, which exceeded everybody's expectations. The concrete contractor and the general contractor we worked for and the owner. That was at the General Electric plant. We reduced the timeline by 40% probably on that job because of that IMC technology in the excavator. And we had our most experienced excavator operator running the machine for about it was a 2-month duration, and he was impressed every day he got into that machine it expanded his capabilities. He's, like I said, our most experienced operator, and it increased his productivity when I didn't think that was possible. So it's not just beneficial for the newer, less experienced operators. You can realize productivity gains with even your more experienced operators. Even with we have two excavators, our 600 and our PC 350, with aftermarket GPS, which is indicate only. Even with those two machines, it would have added a layer of difficulty because the operator is constantly concentrating on holding grade. You know, looking at his bucket, looking at the computer screen in the machine. It takes a lot of effort to switch focus repeatedly to maintain grade, whereas the intelligent machine component on the 360i takes all that switching of focus off the table, and the operator can focus solely on his bucket and knows he's not going to undercut with every pass when he's in semi-automatic mode. As far as Columbus equipment and IMC technology, we have two IMC machines in our fleet, the 61 and the 360i. You know, as expected, I was apprehensive at first about how Komatsu was going to marry the technology, the TopCon technology, with the Komatsu machinery and the Komatsu hydraulics. But with our experience operating these two machines within our fleet, my doubt about that arrangement between Komatsu and TopCon is eliminated, and we're fully aware of the productivity gains that the IMC technology brings to the table. And I would say that anytime we add a excavator or a bulldozer to our fleet, it's going to be equipped with IMC technology. We need the most productive machinery in our fleet every day, and in our opinion, the IMC is delivered in all regards on that front.